Okay, everybody, we're here in the greater Cincinnati, Northern Kentucky area. I'm Josh, this is my friend Trevor right here, and it's been a while since we've done a podcast. Like, when was the last time you said we did something like this?
3 years ago.
Holy shit, it's been that long?
Yeah.
Well, there's one subject that Trevor and I want to cover. Oh, Florida. Home of old people,
Rednecks,
Disney World, and apparently shootings. Now, I'm not trying to be insensitive for the people who lost their lives. My heart goes out deep to those people because those are the people who will never see the light of day. And I pray for the families and everybody else who is affected by this down in Florida. However, there is one particular thing I want to pick a bone with, and that's you, Mr. FBI. The FBI has received numerous tips about the school shooting, one of which was on a freaking YouTube video. The guy saying, I'm going to commit the next major school shooting. And what did we do? Absolutely nothing. We brushed it off as if it never happened. And a couple months later, wouldn't you know it, 17 people at a high school down in Florida got killed because some maniac got a hold of a gun. And I know what you guys might be thinking. Oh my gosh, we need this freaking gun control! Ah! Alright, shut up, you left-wing liberal fruitcake. Guns are not the problem. People are the problem. If you see someone who is going to be going under, or if you see someone who's talking about committing a mass shooting, put that person on a psychological evaluation. Get that person the help they need. Show that person that it's not worth it, even though they might think it is. And, even if it was just a threat should be taken seriously. I went to a middle school that received a lot of bomb threats. Bomb threats. It's a class B felony. Up to about $50,000 worth of fine. I could be wrong on that. But it got so, with all the letters was found in the bathroom, in the boys' bathroom. All the letters the threats got so bad, they actually had to put a note in the bathroom to talk about the consequences of committing a bomb threat. We received 2 in 2 weeks. Or in 2 days, or blah, blah. 2 in over a week. 5 days, 2 bomb threats. And since I was there for 3 years, we had probably about a total of 9 plus. So, 3 or more on average of bomb threats, and every single one was handled the same. When the note was found, they brought the cops in. They brought the investigators in, they brought the bomb squad in, and they brought the dogs to try to go ahead and look for them and everything else. No bomb was found, of course, because it was a threat. However, they look at the bigger picture here. They look at it as a way of saying, okay, we got 900 kids here. We need to try to protect every single one of these people. So we got evacuated every single time. Sometimes during lunch when we had to eat our lunch outside. So, why would we handle this situation any differently? I mean, nobody got hurt in our situation. We took the proper precautions. But in this case, I don't see that being the case. Now, the FBI now, I think, is full of a bunch of pussies who need to be thrown out. I mean, fire everybody in the FBI. I mean, I'm talking like the executive, I'm talking about the director, I'm even talking about the janitor. Alright, get rid of everybody. They don't need to be in there no more because they're too stupid to recognize a threat or something, even when it hits them in the head. And they even said they failed to go through investigation. This guy has talked about numerous times about using guns and going to kill people. And I'm going to touch back on a subject here. I refrained from earlier. stricter gun laws are not going to do anything. All right. I mean, what about, a big major thing here in Northern Kentucky is heroin. And heroin is not a joke. One of the things majorly about, we've had a lot of heroin overdoses and everything. In Northern Kentucky and Cincinnati, we have more heroin overdoses than I think anywhere in the eastern part of the country. So, and guess what? It's illegal. Don't tell no one.
Oh, are you saying, Josh, that laws don't keep people from doing bad things?
They don't? Oh my gosh!
I thought laws were supposed to keep people from doing things they shouldn't do. Who would have thunk? I thought it was illegal to murder people. Isn't that a law?
Yeah, but I don't see people up in Chicago that minded of them.
Didn't he break the law when he brought a gun into school in the first place? Whatever that dude's name is, I don't care what his name is.
Cruz. We have to recognize the bad guy. If we do not recognize the person that did the harm, we will not be able to forgive them to move on. Now, so, it doesn't stop people from doing bad things. It doesn't stop people from, going around dealing drugs, doing this, that, and the other. It doesn't stop that. So, making guns illegal, they're going to end up throwing their phones if they get the chance to. They're going to end up starting to throw water bottles full of pebbles and rocks. You can use that as a weapon. I could take this here knife and stab Trevor with it.
Please don't. In Japan, they have school stabbings.
So, nothing's going to stop this from happening. Nothing's going to stop it from going out and doing things that you think would be, or that are stupid.
But let's start where we can make a difference. How about make the FBI more competent? How about that? It's a good start without taking away our freedoms.
Okay.
Right?
Well, here's another thing. Almost every school, at least in Kentucky, I'm not sure about Ohio, Indiana, Florida, Georgia, wherever you are, we have an SRO, a school resource officer. Alright, that's, But an officer is good with a firearm. But imagine if you had someone like an ex-Green Beret, or an ex-Marine who served in recon, or I'm not even going to say the Air Force. They only have 1 day of rifle training. No offense to the Air Force. Or even someone who has a veteran who is looking for a job because the homeless veteran rating is extremely high. And if we go ahead and we give these veterans these jobs and we equip them to guard the school, who's going to want to come in where someone who has seen more shit than anyone else could ever imagine? Who's going to want to do that? I don't know. Would you fight an ex-Beret? An ex-Green Beret?
No, I wouldn't want to.
I wouldn't either. I don't feel like getting my head shoved up my ass. But that's kind of my viewpoints on it.
I think it starts with look at the obvious warning signs. There's an even article, 39 times deputies visited his house. That's another thing. How come that wasn't picked up on?
This guy had bad issues before the shooting, so we can't blame guns for what happened. There was something psychologically wrong. I don't know. Maybe mommy and daddy didn't give him enough attention at home. I don't know what it was. But we're going to try to do these more often, I think.
And SSRI drugs, those are an issue. They tend to make people go insane and shoot up places. Lots of mass shootings have been linked to SSRI drugs, but nobody's talking about the drugs, they're talking about the guns. So there's other things that need to be talked about.
Yeah.
It's not just a single issue discussion.
And it's not, I'm trying to focus on the big picture here. I I almost failed geometry, so pardon me if I'm trying to do a rectangle here. Anyway,